rainbows and the forest. I'm
Actually,
just not inspired to write unless I'm.
What happened
pissed
a
off.
couple times was he's a big fan of the Celtics for some reason, and
how did that happen?
and when they would lose games, I would give him a call and just like kind of talk shit a little bit, and then I just get him kind of pissed, and then I would go, "So how's that record coming along?" I don't know if he ever caught that, but that's definitely happened a couple times.
That's funny, dude. How does this album compare, or is it contrast to like Failure, or like like even like your first Outbreak Think Fast release? Like,
I think it's definitely gotten tighter. I hate to drop the progressive card because every band who puts out a new record is like, yeah, we've progressed, but really we've progressed. Like, and it's funny because I was doing another interview recently and they were talking about our first EP, which is fucking horrible. It's the worst record. And they're like,
I liked it.
Why don't you play more songs off that? And it's like, man, listening back, like, not that we're, fucking the Rolling Stones now, but like, we've definitely progressed record to record. But I still feel we, maintain the urgency needed for an Outbreak record. It's not like we're putting out a fucking pop record or something.
Yeah, that record like first release was what, 6 years ago or something?
Like 7
years ago, and imagine putting out the same record for
7 years.
Exactly. Imagine like the first thing you've ever written as a band being the same exact thing as what you wrote like 6-7 years down the road.
I know.
That is
the crazy part about that statement is like there's so many hardcore bands doing that right now.
Write the same record over and
over. You can't please everyone because there's just no way. If you write the same record over and over, yeah, there's going to be those jaded kids from, like the message boards that are like, yeah, this is fucking awesome.
Mad shit talkers.
I'm so glad they wrote the same record again. And then if you do something that's, a little bit progressive, and still inspired and still honest, there's going to be the kids who are like, oh, they've changed. They're not the same band.
It's also like new lineup too. Like, writing the music. My take on that was, writing a progressed, like, what would the new Outbreak record sound like to me? You know what I mean? And using that, you want it to be a little bit more evolved, but it's also like our translation of what Outbreak is,
Right on. Ryan, I don't know if you remember, man, back in like, I don't know, it was like 2006, man, like issue 1 of Stay Dedicated Fanzine. I did an interview with you, but it was over MySpace.
Okay.
It was like 3 years ago, man. A lot has changed, man. You guys have played mad shows. You guys have toured with like some of my favorite bands in hardcore. I want to know, man, like, I know you guys did a 7-inch with like Only Crime, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed that a lot, man. That was some good shit. Will you guys be doing another split with them, or will you be doing any more music with them in the future?
Nothing planned, but I mean, we're not opposed to it. That band's awesome.
Great band.
Dahlbeck from Bane is in that band. He's
right.
One of our buddies.
Russ Rankin, good riddance.
All-star lineup.
Seriously.
Word.
Love that band.
What's your favorite Black Flag album? Anyone?
Damaged.
My friend had a greatest hits in his iTunes. I like that one.
I'm the most unpunk answer.
No, right?
I think I'm gonna go with the first 4 years, man. That was one of my favorites, and everything went black.
I don't even think they have greatest hits. I think he just like created a library.
iTunes playlist.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, dude, that's awesome.
Such a good CD.
So, what's your current opinion on like the state of hardcore, and like, how do you feel about kids who much rather download music than buy the actual album? Do you feel like kids in hardcore nowadays are just really lazy, or do you think it's just like a real easy way to like access your music and like be real productive about being a part of the scene?
I was waiting for someone else to jump in. I could go on for 8 hours about the download thing.
I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead.
My take on it is I don't know. This is hardcore, and no one's in it to make money. No one's in it for to sell millions of records. So if kids are downloading music, I'm fine with it. Like I'd rather have kids listening to stuff we